friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into specifically a no contact and or separation situation, their head versus their heart, what's going on. And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Witch's Garden, and pile number two is the Awaken Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Pile 1, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Witch's Garden, this is going to be your reading, alright? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile 1, specifically for a no contact and or separation situation, their head versus their heart, what's going on? Okay, let's take a look. Their head and their heart. I also have your oracle cards, so give me a few seconds. We're going to see first. So their head, we've got the Fool and Ace of Pentacles. Their heart, 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. Okay, I also have your oracle cards, so let's kind of get into that. This, we have the Eagle, we have Freedom, hold on. We have Mink, we have Egyptian, we have Awareness, we have Adventure. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's first get into their head, their heart, and this is, I intended this to be their aspiring energies, all right? Like, what is it that they truly wish for? Okay, so their head. Okay, pile 1, your person, it's interesting because in their mind, all right, they're kind of imagining a future with you. They're kind of imagining what would happen if they actually took a leap of faith with you. They're kind of thinking, okay, well, if I were to do this, then how would I go about it? How can I make sure that the next steps that I'm taking can actually lead to some kind of new beginning between the two of you? There's definitely intention coming on their end to take a chance on this connection. I am getting that for some of you, this no contact could be maybe there was a false start, or maybe both of you wanted to try things out, but circumstances were not allowing you. I am also seeing for some of you, it could be long distance as well. So maybe you've not given this a chance. For others of you, it could have been that a lot of time has passed since the last time that you spoke to the other person. Could have been a disagreement, or it could have just been that the connection faded over time, even though both of you kind of felt the energetic cord between the two of you in the time that has passed. So whatever it is, it looks like there's this rejuvenation within your person to kind of see if things can actually happen again between the two of you. For some of you, I am seeing that this could have spanned over a period of years, and maybe you've been friends all along and there's been no contact because it hasn't been necessary to keep in contact for both of you to know that the connection exists between the two of you. I'm getting like a variety of situations, but it looks like your person definitely wants to change the dynamic. At least this is what is going on in their head. They might be overthinking this a little bit, but at the same time, they're kind of getting excited about wanting to take this leap of faith with you. I think that they feel your connection has survived so long. You know, despite the distance, despite the no contact, you both still feel a pull towards each other, and to your person that must mean something. With Egyptian coming out, I'm getting, the history behind the two of you. I mean, there's a lot. Perhaps, maybe there's a lot that both of you need to move past as well. But it looks like your person, whatever the obstacles or the blockages are, your person wants to move past that. And they want to move past it in a way where both of you feel stable and secure. It looks like your person's really kind of daydreaming about like a future, being with you, marriage, having a home together, like the white picket fence, all of that. The entire dream is like your person might be in that mode at this point in time, and that's what's going on in their head. To be very honest with you, Pawan, I don't see any fears coming through. I think that whatever hesitations there were in the past, I think that the vision or the future that they see for themselves with you has become so clear that it's kind of washed away all the fears. I'm getting zero fear energy coming through, but I am getting that there might have been in the past. And the energy in your person's head at this point in time is that they might have like taken a lot of time to like research and then kind of work through their thoughts, but they're kind of tired about that. You know, they're kind of tired of mentally prepping themselves, emotionally prepping themselves. They just want to take this leap. They just want to go ahead and take action. It's kind of like, you know, when you've overthought so much to an extent where you've been kind of like in an analysis paralysis, and then you get so fed up with it, you just want to take action. You just want to get out of the standstill energy. Yeah, that's the energy that your person is in. They know that things are not going to be smooth. They know that both of you are going to have your ups and downs. They also know that things might be challenging, like maybe to move past, you know, what's happened between the two of you, what's led to the no contact, or even the physical distance between the two of you. Your person understands that it is not going to be easy, but at the same time, this is something that they want to do with you. They know that it is going to be tricky. They know that they have to kind of plan all of this out, but at the same time, I think that your person has kind of shifted into a different spectrum of they've done too much of planning and now they're fed up of planning and they just want to go ahead, just want to take action, figure out the steps as and when they need to, rather than figuring out step 100 when you've not even taken the first step, which is kind of the energy that your person was in. And now their heads kind of shifted into like, you know what, let's just figure out the next step. And then when we take that step, the next step, you know. So that's sort of the energy that your person is in right now. And whatever history has been there between the two of you, there's a lot of respect for it. But at the same time, your person understands that you both would not have had this connection if there wasn't something more to happen here. I'm also hearing your story's not over yet, and this is coming from your person's head at this point in time. So in their head, it's a lot more to do with wanting to take this leap of faith, being so fed up of being in this standstill energy and just wanting to move things forward between the two of you. But it's coming from a very stable place. Pile 1 with the Ace of Pentacles over here, a very, very stable place. It looks like your person has got it figured out, at least the next couple of steps. Your person has got it figured out, and they feel secure in the steps that they're about to take towards you, and they feel that your long-term future is kind of secured because of this planning that they've done, and they're going to take action. This is very, very action-oriented energy coming in their head, all right? Whether or not they take action, that's a different thing, but in their head, there's a big, big push to take action. And just as a neutral party, I would not be surprised if this person actually takes steps towards you. It might seem impulsive, given we have the Fool energy, but it actually isn't, Pile 1. It might just come up to you in the middle of the night or just randomly out of the blue, but at the same time, you have to know that your person's thought a lot about this, okay? So that's coming from their head at this point in time. Let's get into their heart. So deep down, I think that your person has gone within a lot about this connection. I think that at one point, maybe they were not sure, maybe they led you on, maybe they might have ghosted you. And I think that the pain that they have felt, you know, with the indecision in the past, your person has taken a lot of time to go within, to retrospect. And I feel like if this person has hurt you in the past, it looks like they really took the time to look at themselves and wonder like what part of me needs to shift in order to make that change in the connection, in order not to hurt my person again in the future. And so there is also a very, very deep desire to work with you on this connection, to make sure that both of you are working towards a solid and stable future for the two of you. At one point, I do see that this person might have rejected this connection, and I think that there is a lot of regret coming through in their heart as well. And I think your person might have the tendency, and this is just like a heads up, it's there's no pro and cons about this, but they might kind of come in the energy where they want to overcorrect the pain that they've caused you. So whatever actions that they've taken in the past, it might seem like a completely different spectrum or a complete extreme at this point in time. But the reason for that is because they feel a lot of regret and a lot of guilt, and they've done a lot of soul searching with the awareness coming here. They've done a lot of soul searching, and they understand the pain that they've put you through. I would not be surprised if karma has paid them a visit. I am getting that energy as well. Like, they realized how much pain they've caused you after someone did the same to them. And so that also might be coming through, and your person might be feeling a lot guilty, and in order to correct their previous actions, they might come in an energy that's a little bit intense, that's a little bit on the other extreme of like maybe showering you with love. The energy coming through is that it's coming from a place of awareness, but of course use your intuition, all right? If it seems to be coming from a place of fear of losing you, then that might not be healthy, that might not be aligned. But if it's coming from a place of wanting you to feel secure, wanting you to feel happy, then it's definitely a healthy place. So use your intuition about the energy, but for most of you, I am getting that is coming from a place of wanting you to feel secure, knowing how much they've hurt you, and wanting to make sure that you feel safe enough to trust them, because they understand that they may have broken your trust. Now, a little bit in their heart, like in their mind, even if the colors that have come out, you know, it's very optimistic in their head, but in their heart, I think that there is a little bit of fear coming through. Like, I think, okay, what if my person does not accept me? What if, you know, I'm not able to convince them to trust me? What if all of my hopes and desires, they kind of come crashing down? So in their heart, I think that there is a small space where they do have fear about all of this crashing. They also might think that you know, it might be wishful thinking, because like I said, in their head, they have all of these grand ways of how to go about this connection and what's going to happen between the two of you. But in their heart, they're like hoping that things will work out the way that their mind is telling them that they wants to. But in their heart, it's like, okay, but what if it doesn't? You know, I mean, what if we go down this road and it doesn't lead to where it was meant to, or where I wanted it to? So there's a little bit of that fear coming through in their heart, but it's not the way that I see it. I think that they are working on it. I think that the awareness that they have, the self-awareness, yeah, that's definitely coming in. That's definitely helping them take note of the fears, and they're working through it. And they're going to step into, because we have the Eight of Wands, they're going to step into an energy where, yes, there's fear, they acknowledge that, but at the same time, it doesn't stop them from taking action. There's a lot of action-oriented energy in your pile. It's definitely in their head, it's definitely in their heart as well. And even in terms of like the energies that they aspire to be, it's like the eagle. Again, a very, very action-oriented energy, and it looks like it's going to be fast. It's going to be it's coming from an energy where they're fed up. You know, they're fed up of being in standstill. They're fed up of overthinking this situation. And they kind of want to gain freedom from the intrusive thoughts that they may be having, or even the intrusive feelings that they may be having. So we have 3535 coming up. That could be an angel number that's popping up, but primarily the energy that your person wishes to be is freedom. Either freedom from their thoughts, I mean, definitely freedom from their thoughts, freedom from the feelings that might be hindering them, but it's also, you know, kind of giving both of you the freedom to choose this connection. You know, they kind of want to create that opportunity between the two of you so that both of you can feel free to choose this connection. So maybe, you know, both of you have been holding back for quite some time now. Maybe both of you were hoping for the other person to take action, and then it just led to a standstill for so long. There could have been miscommunication as well. So your person kind of wants freedom from that standstill energy in your connection, whatever the reasons may be. They want to get out of that energy, and they want to kind of bring in fresh energy between the two of you. And that seems to be where they're at right now. And this is what is going on in their head versus their heart. Actually, it's pretty aligned. I wouldn't say it's versus, because whatever's in their head is pretty aligned to what's going on in their heart. In fact, I think that their head might be actually working faster than their mind at this point. I mean, their head might be working faster than their heart at this point in time. And I do see action-oriented energy, very, very aligned. And because their head and their heart are aligned towards, you know, working on this connection, even though their heart surprisingly is a lot more grounded energy, yeah, it looks like they will be taking action. I would expect, I am seeing very randomly, like at a very odd hour, this person's going to reach out, or they might do something at a very, very random hour. That's the energy that's coming through, or very late at night. That is also the energy that's coming through. But I am seeing that they will take action, and it's going to be fast. This is fast moving energy coming through, all right? So let me get you one advice. One, let's see what wants to come through. Six of Wands. All right, so there is a layer of trust that needs to come through on your end as well. It looks like maybe you might be doubting this connection. It might be that you are hesitant to take a leap of faith. Maybe you both did try at one point and then it didn't work out. So it might be helpful for you to see why it didn't work out the first time around or the previous times. What lessons can you learn? What lessons can both of you learn together about why it didn't work out the previous times or the first time around? How can you use that experience to make sure that both of you don't repeat the same mistakes? Or how can you make sure that those lessons can help you maximize the opportunity for success in this connection? How can both of you align because of those past experiences? So that seems to be something that you might want to think about at this point, Pal One, because it looks like there is an opportunity for both of you to kind of at least see where this could go. I think that there is a little bit of that free will coming through, but at the same time, when I see the Six of Wands, it's more like, okay, yes, there is success, but how do you sustain that success? That's also important. You know, it's not up until the point of success, but sustaining that success is also a skill. Sustaining that success is also important for you to keep thinking about. So even though you have this opportunity that's coming up and it looks like it's going to be very soon, how are you both going to come in a way that's stable long term? All right, that might be something for you to consider at this point, Pal One. Okay, that brings me to the end of this reading. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for your love and positive energy, whether it is with your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, the tipses, and in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal One, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Awakened Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into the reading, let's take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, head versus heart. What's going on? Patu's person's head versus heart. What's going on? Let's take a look, Patu. So this is their head. Let's take a look. And this is going to be their heart. Let's see who wants to come through. I also have your Oracle cards, but I'll get into that in just a little bit. We have the Magician, we have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Star. Okay, hold on. Let me grab that. Okay, we have the Star. Okay, let me get your Oracle cards. So we have 7272 Peace, we have Insight, we have Harmony, we have Fish, we have Fandango, and we have Jungle. Okay. Hold on, Pal 2. All right, the reason why I paused is because beautiful. I think that your person is very, very aligned, like their head and their heart. There is absolutely no question that whether or not they want this connection, because they really, really want this connection. There is beautiful alignment of their head versus their heart. And I was just seeing this. So there's 1 and 1. We start off with 1, and then there's 1 and 7, and then there's 17 over here. I really think that your person has taken the time to truly understand who they are as a person and what they want from their life. There's a very, very strong energy coming through of someone who has been working on themselves. This is pure like self-love and finding that inner peace within themselves. Your person has literally taken the route to spirituality, to self-love, to healing. They've taken the time to understand who they are, and today they've kind of reached a point where they are so sure that this is what they want. This connection with you is what they want. I think that at one point your person might have been through a lot of childhood trauma. I'm getting severe childhood trauma, which led them to believe that they did not want relationships. They did not want anything to do. This person might have kind of been into multiple connections rather than sticking to one. I think that the idea of being in one committed connection might have been overwhelming for your person at one point in time. I think that their head and their heart was a big mess at one point with the jungle coming out. Today, I think that there is a beautiful harmony in how they feel. I think it has been tough on your person, Paltu. Your person has really, really been through the ringer to kind of come into this kind of alignment with themselves. I'm feeling a lot of power in I'm feeling it here in my hands, and just I can physically do something. That's the energy that I'm in, and I think that that is the energy that your person is in. Today, they're so confident in themselves. Today, there is so much of clarity in their head as well as in their heart about what this connection means to them and what you in particular mean to them as well. With the moon coming out over here, I think that your person has learned to kind of tap into their intuition. I am seeing a third eye chakra opening. That also must have happened. I am also seeing with the green color over here, heart chakra opening. And to be honest, like when your heart chakra opens, it is messy. It just, everything that you thought you knew just completely goes upside down. And I really feel that your person has taken the time to understand why their heart was so blocked all this while. But now they're more open, and frankly I would say very, very open. It's not even more open, it's very, very open to wanting this connection, wanting to do whatever it takes to bring this connection back to life. So for some of you, this could be maybe you had to set boundaries, you had to walk away because this person was not ready at that point in time. But today they're very, very ready. They're ready for you, they're ready for this connection, and the only reason why they are in this energy is because they've taken the time to work on themselves. I would not be surprised. I am seeing multiple tower moments happening for this person where I think that different aspects of their life, especially when their ego was protecting them, I think that it crumbled. Different aspects of their life crumbled to an extent where this person had to regenerate themselves. They had to become a new person in order to cope with the things in their life crumbling down. And I feel that in that process of regeneration, your person has learned to let go a lot of their ego in order to come into harmony. Today, there is a beautiful sense of balance within them, but that did not exist before. The energy of this person is very, very different from the energy that you would have experienced in the past. When you first met them, that energy very, very different from the energy that they are in today. Today, what's in their head is they're sure. They're just sure. There is no two questions about it. They're so sure that they want this connection. They're so sure that they are going to bring this connection back to life. This is someone who is going to pursue you, who's going to woo you, someone who is going to go after you. And I don't mean that in like a stalkerish way. I think that it is coming from a very, very healthy space, because there's a lot of self-awareness that is coming through as well. But this person's going to take lead. This person is going to move this connection forward in their head. It looks like they've got all the steps planned out. They have the path planned out, and I think that first off, for a very long time, you were something that this person wished for. And I think that this person may have pushed you away at some point in time. And the reason for that is because they didn't think that they had the capability of loving you the way that you deserve. There is something very, very beautiful about you. There is something that is so gentle, so kind, so sweet, so nurturing about you, Paltu. And your person felt that they were crass. I mean, this is coming from them, all right? Your person felt that they were crass, or they were unworthy of love, or that they just didn't know how to give you the love that you deserve. You could have also kind of let them know in different ways that maybe you wanted a fairy tale love, kind of love, or maybe you wanted someone to buy you flowers, or, you know, be cheesy. You know, it kind of looks like you had a certain kind of expectation about how you wish to be pursued. And at that point in time, your person, when they were listening to you, or when they were trying to understand you as a person, it's possible that they felt, oh, you know what, I'm not going to be the kind of person to do all of that. I mean, that's just weird. That's just cringe. You know, that's the energy that's coming through. But today, your person has understood that with this level up, they've understood that that is actually what they want too for themselves. That is also what they have been wishing for. At one point, they didn't think that they were the kind of person, but today they know they are that kind of person, because it is becoming that kind of person that brings you that level of emotional fulfillment that your person is craving for. So it's a lot of lessons that your person has learned. I would not be surprised if this connection has evolved over like a decade or even more. Like, it looks like a lot of time has passed for your person to have such a massive transformation within them. Another energy that's coming through in their head is they are going to take their time to convince you, all right? They are going to show you that they are going to be a stable presence in your life. They are going to prove it to you with their actions. Now let's get into their heart, because it more or less aligns, but in their head, it's very, very masculine energies coming through, but in their heart, very, very feminine energies coming through, all right? And I think that their heart is just flooded with so much love for you, Paltu. I think that you have taught this person about unconditional love. It's possible that even though both of you were not together, you may have sent them like healing energies, you might have sent them love, you might have just been in and around their life, just showering them with love. And that, at that point in time when you were doing all of these things, I don't think that your person really understood. Or they just, you know, kind of maybe doubted that. Maybe they didn't think that someone could genuinely want the best for them. But I think that your person's understood a lot about love, about unconditional love in particular, with the Star coming out and the Ace of Cups. And your person's understood that you just loved them for who they were, you know, however you saw them, you just loved them. It's not like you wanted them to be a different version of themselves. No, you just, who they were, you loved them for them. And your person, the energy coming through is, if they could love me, that is you, Paltu, if they could love me for a version of myself that I absolutely hated, I can't imagine how much they would love me for the version of myself that I feel good in right now. And you might kind of wonder, well, it wasn't that bad, you know, the previous version of yourself. It's just that it's coming from a place where they couldn't see themselves the way that you saw them, Paltu. So that's nothing to do with you, it's just their perception. So that's also the energy where there's a lot of hope coming through, there's a lot of knowledge coming through. In purple, it's about wisdom. It's kind of like the depth of wisdom that's coming through. Your person has taken the time to learn it, and you are their wish fulfillment. I think that this person has always loved you, Paul, too. I mean, it's love. This is genuine love at the core. And I think that for a very long time, this person might have pushed you away, might have kind of told you that, no, I can't give you the love that you deserve. Or they might have made you feel like, you know, this was never going to happen. But I think that things have shifted very, very deeply within your person right now, where they feel very good about the person that they are today. And because they feel good about themselves, because they finally see because they finally see themselves the way that you have always seen them, they now understand what you feel for them. They now understand the power of your love, and they want to take this leap of faith. So right now, like in their heart, it's kind of been a little bit more passive, you know, just kind of appreciating the love that you have for them, kind of receiving that love. I think that at one point your person might have blocked it or might have shunned it as well. But today it's kind of like receiving that love, receiving the energy that you've been sending them. There is action-oriented energy. It's definitely in their head, and I do feel that once they feel, it's not about secure, because they already feel secure in themselves. It's more about just fully absorbing the energy before they take action. All right, I think that your person just wants to kind of stay in this energy for a little while, and I wouldn't blame them as well, because I absolutely, I'm able to tap into this energy and to feel loved. It's a very, very beautiful feeling, Hellooo. And your person feels that at this point in time. It's different for them. It's new. It's very, very disorienting for them to feel loved. And I don't think that your person was able to tap into these energies before, but because they have learned to love themselves, they can feel that energy from you. And they wish to just be in that energy for just a little while, just absorb and truly understand it before they take action. But there is action coming on, but it's going to be a little bit, just a little bit of a pause for your person. But aspiring energies is definitely, they want peace between the two of you. They definitely want to let you know what's going on with them. They don't know where you are at, but they're hoping that if they were to present an opportunity to you, maybe you would be open to it. You could be in another connection, you could not be. Your person doesn't know, but they want to give this a try. They want to kind of understand where you are at. This is someone who's coming in with very, very short energies. Like they are going to lay their cards on the table. That's the energy that they're in, and they're going to. And if you are with someone else, this person's going to wait for you. That is also the energy coming through. They will wait for you. They will be there for you in any capacity that you wish for. That is the energy coming through. I don't know how healthy that is. Your intuition will be able to tell you that, but that is the energy that's coming through. All right, Hellooo? Let me get you one advice about this situation. One advice for Hellooo, please. We have two. Oh, we have Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. All right. So first off, whether you want this person or not, that is completely up to you, Hellooo, all right? You absolutely have free will. It looks like there is a lot of pain that has come through because of this connection, because of this person in the past, and you are absolutely justified if you do not wish for this connection. If you wish for this connection, there is definitely a lot of healing that happens, but I feel like saying this, Hellooo. There is only so much of healing that can happen on your own, especially when it comes to wounds with respect to connections. Some part of that healing can only happen when you feel the opposite in another connection, all right? So if you've been like constantly criticized, this is just an example, if you've been constantly criticized in one connection and there are wounds about that, you know, how you see yourself, the way that you think that other people perceive you, there's a certain part of that, yes, absolutely, that you will be able to heal on your own, but that true deep healing, complete healing, I guess I would say, 100% of it can only happen when you are in an opposite connection of what you have experienced. And that would be in a connection where someone truly sees you for who you are and showers you with love, showers you with compliments, and is there for you in a way that you've not experienced. And it is through being in that kind of environment that helps you complete the healing process. And I feel like taking the time to explain this to you because whether or not you choose this person, it looks like there is a bit of healing that needs to happen, but it looks like that healing can only happen when you are in a connection that is the contrast. Yeah, it's not exactly opposite because I felt like something was wrong when I said opposite, but the word that I was looking for was contrast. So in a connection that is the contrast, and if you feel that this connection provides that contrast for you, that would be a good sign of alignment. But if you feel that this connection does not, that again would be a sign of misalignment. Maybe it is not for you. This might be an opportunity for you, but it might not be what is aligned with you anymore. And if there is another connection that is out there that feels the contrast of what you've been through, especially the painful aspects of a connection that you've been through in the past, then that might be something that you might want to consider. You might want to look to give it a try. You always have free will, but look to kind of keep your heart open for a connection like that. Because with the Queen of Wands coming out, it looks like you have done significant and massive amount of healing on your own. But I gotta tell you, Pal 2, as much as you've done a fantastic job, I mean, I see the cat over here, shadow side, as much as you have truly tapped into your shadow side and you've been working on it, and you've kind of done a fantastic job with your self-love and healing on your own can only take you to a certain extent. The remaining part of it has to be in a connection that is a contrast, in the environment that is a contrast. All right, so be open to that. All right, keep looking for that. Keep an eye out for something like that, like an environment that is the contrast, or a connection that is the contrast of the pain and maybe the unsafe energy that you might have experienced in the past. That will help you completely get into a very, very deep sense of healing as well. All right, Pal 2, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, the clarity, and the confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips I send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.